Hello, my name is Denise Stevens, and I am CEO at Zoe Global. It is with tremendous excitement that I welcome each of you to this Wellness Wednesday Wellcast. With sleep issues being the second most requested solution in the domain of dietary supplements, only behind weight loss, our focus at Zoe Global is to provide an educational series surrounding Zoe Global's sleep aid formulation named Zoe ClearSleep. Over the next few Wednesday Wellness Wellcasts, we will discuss Zoe ClearSleep in great detail, and we're going to answer questions like why Zoe ClearSleep is needed, how does Zoe ClearSleep work, and how is Zoe ClearSleep different from every other sleep aid product in the dietary supplement arena. We have several Zoe Global advisors with us today, along with Zoe Global's formulator, Dr. Nicholas Sirikos Karapanos. The focus of this first video in this very enlightening series is going to help people understand the true zeolite breakthrough delivery system that Zoe Global's water-soluble zeolite delivery system is, and what Zoe zeolite is proven capable of doing that no other zeolite in the world can do. Clear Drops, Zoe Global's maiden product, proven capable of supporting the body's ability to detoxify, uses this true zeolite breakthrough delivery system. I want you to understand this. Clear Drops is the first dietary supplement in the world that can support the claim of being capable of crossing cellular membranes with the first in vitro pharmacokinetic study conducted ever for a dietary supplement. So, without further ado, let's get to the point of your understanding a delivery system that is so powerful that it can transition from transporting toxins from heavy metals and other toxins out of the cell to transport ingredients inside the cell. It's going to help people achieve a greater level of sleep. To guide each of us to this incredible understanding of the Zoe zeolite delivery system, it is with great pleasure and incredible honor that I introduce Dr. Nicholas Sirikos Karapanos, triple board certified pharmacist, medical doctor, and cardiovascular surgeon, and president of Metron Nutraceuticals. Welcome, Dr. Nicholas, and thank you for taking this time to truly help people understand our true zeolite delivery breakthrough system that we have at Zoe Global. Welcome, Dr. Nicholas.
Thank you, Denise. Very nice being with you and with our friends at Zoe Global. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present about this breakthrough system that we developed, and it is patented and it is in your hands. I will be very happy to answer your questions, and hopefully our friends will understand what is a delivery system, what is our delivery system, and why it is very important.
Excellent, Dr. Nicholas. And again, thank you. So let's start off with this. As Zoe Global expands our product line to now include a very needed solution surrounding sleeping, will you help those that are watching this video gain a greater understanding of Zoe Global's true zeolite delivery system breakthrough? Let's start there so that people can understand how, again, we can transition from transporting things outside of the cell to transporting substances inside the cell.
Of course, Denise, we'll be very glad to do so. Well, as we have discussed in the past, at Metron Nutraceuticals and at Zoe Global Hands, we have the only water solution of water-soluble zeolite with vitamin C. Let's see the important role of vitamin C, why it is there, and how this functions. Now, we know that there are vitamin C receptors in all the endothelial cells of the human body. Moreover, we know that there is an increased number of vitamin C receptors in the endothelial cells of the vascular layer of the blood-brain barrier. Let's see how we take advantage of this, the existence of vitamin C receptors in all the endothelial cells of our human body. Well, we know that our zeolite fragments, that we call them HCF, hydrolyzed clinoctylolite fragments, they have at least one sodium in them. So we incorporate vitamin C into our water solution of water-soluble zeolite fragments. And by saying incorporate, Denise, I mean we add vitamin C in a certain combination of pressure and temperature in such a way that we can create an ionic bond between the ascorbic anion, which has a negative charge, and the sodium that exists in the zeolite fragment. Given that, we know what's next. The complex of hydrolyzed clinoctylolite fragment with vitamin C is directed into the vitamin C receptor. And that's very important. That's very important because apart from crossing cellular membranes, as proven by the first conduction of a parallel artificial membrane permeability assay, we have a second mechanism, which is receptor mediation. So the complex of clinoctylolite fragments, ionic bond, vitamin C, anion, goes to the cellular receptor. We have provided information about this mechanism in our 3 patents, and this is fully protected, as in this mechanism, water-soluble zeolite fragments are involved, and we are the only ones that have the right to manufacture it. Now, it has been proven in the literature that zeolite can function as a carrier of other substances, as a small vehicle. So if we load the zeolite fragments with other molecules, then we can create a complex of the zeolite, sodium, and vitamin C, but now the zeolite is loaded with other molecules. And this whole complex is directed to the vitamin C receptor. Now, many molecules can be used in this process of creating specific delivery system. And the first ones that we have used in order to create ClearSleep are L-tryptophan and L-theanine. So in ClearSleep, we have L-tryptophan and L-theanine loaded in water-soluble zeolite fragments that are bound with vitamin C, and this whole complex travels and gets connected with the vitamin C receptors. It's very important to deliver L-tryptophan and L-theanine exactly where it needs to be delivered in order to assist the human body create from L-tryptophan finally, melatonin. So the first application of our zeolite delivery system is in ClearSleep. I hope that this little presentation helps understanding how things work. The advice of our grandmother, like drink your orange juice, has a huge value. There is a lot of vitamin C in orange juice, okay, and in lemon, in all the citrus family. And vitamin C itself, it's a very potent antioxidant. So even though our grandparents maybe were not aware of the specific biochemistry of the endothelial cells and what kind of receptors the endothelial cells have in their cellular membrane, they were aware of the amazing manifestations of taking enough or a lot of vitamin C. So there is a reason that in our body are so many vitamin C receptors. It's very nice when you add a science layer into the natural process. It is in nature. Our bodies have vessels are lined with endothelium, and there are vitamin C receptors there. So at Metro Nutraceuticals, we wanted to just push a little the envelope of research and development, and we took advantage of the existence of these vitamin C receptors, and we are directing the water-soluble zeolite fragments exactly into these receptors. Having said this, I'm ready to receive your questions.
Hey, Dr. Nicholas, it's Carl and Caroline. It's always a pleasure to spend time with you because I learned so much. Maybe you should go into teaching. I don't know, so it's interesting that when you say that you put L-tryptophan in the molecule to have it delivered so that it can be turned into melatonin. Well, why not just put melatonin into ClearSleep instead of the L-tryptophan?
Excellent question, Carl. Thank you very much for this question. Well, there are two main reasons for not doing this. The first is regarding regulatory compliance. As you know, Zoe Global has global exclusivity for Metro Nutraceuticals' innovative formulations, Clear Drops and ClearSleep, and practically the global market is your playground. Well, we know that melatonin and 5-hydroxytryptamine is regulated as a pharmaceutical product in Europe and in many other territories. In contrast with United States, where melatonin is regulated as a dietary supplement right now, and as a pharmacist and medical doctor, I don't know for how long this is going to continue. Maybe no change will occur. Maybe we will have a change there, and melatonin will be regulated as a pharmaceutical product. We want Zoe Global and each and every one of you, Carl, to be bulletproof. No matter what regulatory environment we may face in the future in the United States, L-tryptophan as an amino acid will always be in the domain of dietary supplements. No change will occur there. So we are on the safe side regarding this. Plus, as your playground is the global market, I think it would be good to offer the exact same formulation that you are offering in the United States for sleep aid, ClearSleep. So you can offer this formulation anywhere in the world without having to answer questions like, okay, you have a certain formulation in the United States, why don't you provide this to us? Why are you providing to us another formulation? So one formula, global market in your hands. That's the first reason. The second reason is a matter of efficiency. We have a very efficient delivery system in our hands. The water solution of water-soluble zeolite fragments with vitamin C is a very efficient delivery system. Needless to say that it is a patented system. Nobody else can have it. So you need far less ingredient when you have a delivery system to actually do the job. Let me tell you, Carl, that based on my experience and based on discussions I have with experienced scientists in the field of formulation, there is a common denominator in all formulations made by rookies or by people who don't know how to formulate. They find a fancy ingredient and they put a lot of this ingredient, like a lot. And then you end up with formulations, especially liquid formulations, having a very thick, solid product at the bottom of the bottle. And here is the requirement to shake it, keep dancing with this until you break this solid product. Okay, whenever you see something like this, if you're a pharmacist like I am, and then you start laughing, you understand that someone that has absolutely no idea on how to formulate something, they said, oh, we want this ingredient, put a lot. Nothing like this at Metro Nutraceuticals, nothing like this at Zoe Global Formulations, including Clear Drops and ClearSleep. The appropriate amount of each ingredient is incorporated into the final formula, following all the principles of the science of formulation. So you have a very efficient product in your hands, which is also safe. And that's the reason that we don't do what many others do, just add ingredients in high quantities, so to have the feeling that they created a good formulation. We create excellent formulations, but 100% following strict scientific principles.
Wow, thank you so much.
Excellent question, Carl, and excellent explanation. You know, at every turn at Zoe Global, we stick with the science, as you've said repeatedly, Nicholas. So, Lori, I believe you had a question.
I do, and thank you so much, Dr. Nicholas, for creating this breakthrough. So as a healthcare practitioner, a question of mine is, can ClearSleep be taken by someone who may be undergoing any sort of drug treatment, such as in cancer, for example?
Thank you, Lori. Excellent question. I will answer first by having in mind the regulatory point of view. ClearSleep is a dietary supplement, and as such, it is recommended that every individual using this dietary supplement consult with their healthcare professional before using it. This is recommended for every dietary supplement. There is one contraindication that we know that, which is pregnancy, because it has not been tested during pregnancy, and we have to disclose this. Also, as L-tryptophan is part of the biochemical cascade, L-tryptophan, 5-hydroxytryptamine, serotonin, and then melatonin, we recommend not to be taken by individuals that are taking morphine products of any type or formulation and for any reason, because we don't want to have any interference there. Otherwise, there is not known contraindication to use ClearSleep by any adult that is not taking medications. Again, in case that someone is taking medications for any reason, we advise to ask the healthcare provider. Safety first.
Thank you, Dr. Nicholas.
And Dr. Nicholas, this is Ginny. I have a question. Are there any known side effects with ClearSleep? Because many people are fearful to take sleep aids because they fear having grogginess, they fear having medicine head. What do you have to say about Clear Drops in this regard?
Oh, thank you, Ginny, for this amazing question. That's the beauty of ClearSleep. As we said before, ClearSleep is a water solution of water-soluble zeolite with vitamin C loaded by L-tryptophan and L-theanine. There is no such a side effect related with these ingredients. So we have a safe and effective dietary supplement to help you sleep and maintain quality of sleep without having any of these annoying side effects of other formulations.
Incredible, Dr. Nicholas. You know, I look so forward to getting deeper and deeper into this series because, as we indicated in the very beginning, sleep is a big issue for a lot of people. And as we get further into the series, when you begin to disclose and to educate people on some of the things that can happen to them because of the lack of sleep, it's going to be a very big wake-up call, I truly believe, Dr. Nicholas. Do you have any closing words, Dr. Nicholas, that you would like to share with people before we wrap up the first video in this phenomenal series?
Denise, let me add some information based on the question I received recently. What if someone is already taking Clear Drops? Can this individual take ClearSleep? Very nice question. And the answer is yes. There is no detox action with ClearSleep. We have zeolite fragments in Clear Drops, and these zeolite fragments are not loaded with anything. These are delivered into the body to be loaded with toxins and get them out of the human body. In contrast, in ClearSleep, the zeolite is fully loaded with L-tryptophan and L-theanine. I will use the word saturated. We will explain moving forward in this series of educational videos about ClearSleep. What do I mean by saying saturated? But there is no location left into the zeolite in ClearSleep, so to permit to this zeolite to act as a detoxifier. So Clear Drops and ClearSleep have distinctly different mechanisms of action, and one individual can take both formulations without any problem.
Dr. Nicholas, thank you so much for spending this time opening up this conversation for people as we begin this series that I believe is most valuable to exposing a true systemic delivery system. What's going to be fascinating is over the next few weeks, as we begin bringing this information to people, we know they're going to have additional questions. So if that's you today, feel free to go to zoeglobal.com/ask a question. Get us your question. We will get you an answer. So if you've heard this information and you're sitting there thinking about all of the people you know that are at one point or another talking about their inability to sleep or their struggle with not feeling as well as they would like to, perhaps Zoe Global may be the secret weapon that they've been looking for. Reach out to your Zoe Global advisor that shared this information with you, and join us next week as we begin to take the next steps on how we work, why we work, and how we perform like no other dietary supplement available today. From Houston, Texas, take care and God bless.